G'day, today we're going to have a look at level 22 in the Ruby DLC of Train Valley 2. This one is called Dot and Egat. So we have 14 minutes. We can't buy more than one engine. Can't reverse trains. Okay, so what do we got? We've got some workers over here, workers down here, and then we've got 3 one-way paths through here. So it looks like everyone's going to have to just work in sort of a loop. We need glass, gold, and rings. And then he needs gold, glass, and rings. So our gold, we need ore and just sort of raw gold. So raw gold's over here, ore's over there. For the glass, we need sand, which is over here. Alright, so I guess we've got to work this out and how this is going to look as sort of like a circular path, but the very first part of this, at least, is going to be that this guy just needs to connect to that. This guy needs to work out how to get out. Okay, ended up way over there. It's not going to work. Alright, let's start from this end. Let's try and work it the other way. What if we run that into a line that's there? Okay. Now everything, we need 3 of the first, 4 of the second, 5 of the last, which suggests that it thinks that we should be upgrading our trains along that line too. So let's start with guys going. So make the rings. We need glass and we need gold. So that would mean to make the 5 of those, we would need... So we need 7 gold in the initial handoff, and then we need, it was 5 each, 10. So we need 17 gold total. Which means that we need 17 everything total. So we need to have 17 gold, 17 sand, 17 coal, 17 base gold. So that's going to be my first sort of logic here, is let's just get those initial things made. Get 17 guys into these locations. Which means we do have to get this thing all connected. Let's try and make sense of how we connect this. He can connect there pretty easily. Well, if we just run... Can he go across? He can't, so... Alright. No. So we can sort of get like that, but then from that turn we can't get him to... Oh, this one's painful. There's no reason that that can't be tighter. Any rules against destroying track? I don't think there is. So let's just let those guys correct to that, and then let's say destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now with that in place... Oh, let's not go so far. That and that is our way to get to there. We could then use this to... Let's work out how sand then gets connected into this. So sand can't go up, sand's going to have to come down. Sand also has to be able to go that way. So let's work out how we get sand. What's your objection? There's nowhere to go from there? Okay. No problem. Go on a little loop. Get up there. How do we get sand out? Sand can just get out like that, but it can't then turn around and sort of connect to this, and we can't turn around trains. No way out that way. Sand does have to go that way too, because Sand's job is to get to here. But then that means that this guy could connect both that way and that way. And it would mean to connect this. Now, we need this side to connect to both, which we can do there. So I think that does it. That's everything connected. Except people to here. So... there we go. They can do a loop and come back. Boy. That's messy. I hate that so much. I've also made a mistake by sending 2 trains to try and do this in one go since I have the loop. So let's send the first one out. Goes that way. I have to change that. Oh, nah, there has to be a better way than that. We are running on a clock here. Again, I've sent 2 trains way too early. Okay, that guy's got 17. He's actually done. This will be the last one he needs, and he's got everything. This is wrong. I have to rebuild this thing, because that surely can't be the best way to do this. If anything, what I should actually be doing is I've misinterpreted the way to, like, how you want to start this. Because the thing is, I can destroy track. That's the thing that we've got to sort of start this with. So, let's do this again where I go from this guy's end, because that's going to be the way that I could figure this out. Again, I went too high, I think last time was my problem. So he's in. Don't worry about anything else. We just need this guy to be able to get people as fast as possible from there. That's the goal. First step is, can we get everything connected? He sends, he sends. We need all 3 of these guys to have 17. As soon as we've got that, we can destroy these paths. Essentially, we can rebuild it in a way that will actually work for what we've got. Really, I should actually favor this guy in sending more trains, because he's got a lot more work to do. I almost wonder if I should buy that 5th train. But at least remember to send the trains when I've got them available here. Now, since I'm only just over 30,000, I don't think it's worth trying to shift this in a way that would mean that I've got, like, buy a 5th train. I think that I need that money to build my railway line. And dividing these guys evenly is important, because basically we want to make sure that we've got, like, everyone is currently building. So basically we want these guys to fill with 10 and then have enough room that we can fit the last sort of guys that they need in. So this guy's got 12. That guy's got 9. So that'll be his 12. This will be his 15. So we can send... This is going to have 2 guys in it here, but that's 17. That guy's got 18, so he's more than covered. What we can also do then is we can pause for a second, and we can say, build this straight up there. Build that. And then have this guy come across, because we don't need to wait for that guy to get people. We can have this guy send 2 trains over here as those last 2 lots. And that's everyone basically where they need to be. It's going to be 18 guys over there. It's going to be, 12 plus 6, so it'll be 18 guys in here. And we are set. Okay. So, the first thing that we need, that we're going to need, is gold bars. So that means that what we're going to do is we need guys over here, we need gold over here, and we need coal. And then from this side, we're going to need... You're in a very annoying position there, Cloud. I need glass made on that side, so let's get this guy down here. He also needs to be sitting in a way that he can actually send both ways. So he can get down there, and then he can come up there, so he's set. Okay. So, with those guys going in there, what we can do is we can start to send our first lot of 3. Now, at this point, we only need 3. Because beyond that, hopefully what we can do is afford to upgrade some of these trains, and then we can deal in 4s. Now, what that also means is that we now no longer have to deliver anyone to Sand. Sand is now just a one-way road. That guy's going the wrong way, and I can't turn him around, so I guess they are about to get one more delivery. So what that means that we can do is we can now just say, we can delete Sand's path and turn it around and have it going one way towards this. These trains are so slow. I feel like I'm going to upgrade them here, actually. Although I've given myself a very tight window for how much stuff I can build, so... Maybe let's just concede and... Let's go with the amount we've got allocated, so then we'll send these guys down. Then let's have a look at what we can do with sand. Can you get straight down that way? No. I hate you so much, sand. Well, basically we're going to have to wait for these other guys to clear off the path. I can't reverse trains, but I can stop them. So let's just stop this guy for a second. There. Once this guy clears, let's just stop him there. And let's delete that, all of this. And let's work out what we need here. So you tell us, Sand, what is going to make you happy? In the sand. Alright, you tell me, one-way road, how are you going to connect to sand? What's your plan? What way does that connect? That goes the wrong way, doesn't it? This is insane. Okay. That one. I want that one. Yeah, but that goes into a wall, so it doesn't work. And that doesn't let me get up the hill. Can I get that other way, though? No, that's my problem before. And I realized I just built this a second ago. I genuinely don't remember what I did. There we go. Okay. Sand now has a way out. These guys have a way out. That has a way out. And then that guy can go that way. So they all sort of connect in a way more efficient way than I had before. Okay, so this guy then only needs to connect one way. He's only going that way. He's not getting anything from that. So these guys we can get to continue on. And then once he's sort of past that, we can send this guy. And he's going down there. So then the last part we've got to do to figure this out is just get these guys connected there. Easy enough. So at this point we can start to upgrade trains because our network is built. Yep, sand can't go back that way, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to anymore. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to buy a next train. And the reason that we're doing that is because we know these are only carrying sets of 3, but he's going to travel faster than what he otherwise would. So he's got a long route to go because he has to go all the way from there around to here. So we'll get him on his way. We can't really sit waiting for the next thing to happen. But what we now need to do is we need to get our groups of 4 moving. Which again would be great if we could afford them. But I guess otherwise what we can do is just start to sort of move something. So let's start by moving something. Let's just start moving sand. Because sand's not going to get in the way of this guy. And we'll make money from that arriving. We can have 9 sand sitting somewhere. So with 9 sand sitting there, we'll make plenty of money to upgrade the next train. Those guys to go in there. The good news is this doesn't have to travel anywhere near as far to get what it's doing next. So, we've got to wait for someone to arrive though. Okay, now what we're going to do is, that was this guy that arrived there. Next thing I want to do is get this guy started. So we've got our 4-seater train, and we're going to send 4 of this down that way. We're then going to upgrade this train and have him send 4 down behind it. We've got enough that we can upgrade that train, and we will wait until this guy is sort of close enough, and we'll send this guy across. So all our 4-seater trains. This guy is only going to create the minimum 4 that we need. Now the good news is that this guy is so close that we can just send that as a 3-seater train. So we'll get him on the move. Now once they start to arrive, what we're going to do is start shifting workers, because we need our workers over here to start building that for. At this point, there's no harm in getting more guys over there too. We'll upgrade that train. So this will be 8 guys arriving here. You can see this is taking a little bit longer for stuff to build. So what we're going to do is we will start to shift more things. If we send 8, they'll fit. Do I need 8? Go off on my math on how much I need of anything. He's going the wrong way. Can't turn him around, so what we'll do is we'll just flick him that way so you can just do it like a loop. I'm not sure I've got enough time to be having fun doing things like loops, but there he is doing it. Alright, and we'll get this next lot of guys on his way too. Now we can afford another train, but that'll be a level 3 train that we would get, and then we'd have to spend 15. So we could actually afford to do it right now. But what I'd rather do is upgrade one of these guys to 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him and we're going to start the ring building process, because that's probably the actual thing that we need to get done next. So we need 10 rings in total. These guys don't have enough to send 10 guys anywhere, do they? So let's send this down this way. Let's try and get that up to 10. We can actually send both of those, so let's clear house. Let's get all of that on the way. That's arrived, so we'll send the other 10 guys down there. This guy's got enough that he can send 10. Send. Okay, that's okay that he's going that way. Because I don't have to reverse him. What'll happen is he'll just arrive at the wrong spot and he'll turn around and go back. And luckily he... I was going to send this guy over here as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reroute him just to terminate him so he doesn't risk running it. Actually, no, I can stop him. It's got nothing to do with pausing them. I'm just not allowed to turn him around, so he's fine to keep going that way. Okay, so our 5-seater train is now back and ready to go, and in fact, everyone else is ready to be upgraded. So, let them sort of pass through. We don't want to send this guy too close, this next train too close, because they are 5-seaters that are going to be coming next. What we now need to do is get 10 of both of these things over there. I actually needed another lot of guys, but that's okay. So let's send the first of these. Let's make sure we upgrade those as soon as we get the chance, so we don't forget. Have anyone crash into the back of anyone else. That's the 2 of them. That one's upgraded, so all of those trains are now upgraded. To buy a train, it's 30,000 plus 15 to get it to 4, plus 20 to get it to 5, so it would cost us 55 if we want to bring in a new train. Okay, and we also now need to get more stuff over to here so that he's ready to go. And is he under? No, wait, 4 is exactly what he needs, right? So there's 2 being built and there's 2 guys over there. So basically we need to get everything over there. He's got his 10, which is great. It means we can send them over there too. Okay, so now what we need to do is just, once this is all over there, we need to just start to clean up and make sure everything is ready to go for the last builds. Luckily that thing can hold 10 at once. So we send this guy. He needs to end up over here. Going that way. Behind him we'll send this guy. And then behind him we'll send this nice little putting 2-seater train there. Behind him we'll send another lot of guys, and that's all we need for here because we only need them to make 2 more. Let's speed this up a tiny little bit while they're moving. Send him the right way. Don't have to worry about sand, so it is just him, and then everyone's where they need to be. So now what we're waiting on is just for these guys to make our desired sort of thing. So once this is built, 4, that's done. So we can rush him over here. We can probably start these guys on their long journey too, because they've got to get all the way around to over here. We don't want to risk that taking too long. But as soon as that's passed, these 4 guys can start their journey down over here, because the last lot of 5 here only have got to make it to there. Definitely nowhere near as long a journey as what these first 5 are going to have to do. So they'll get down there. These guys can now swing that way. As soon as this guy's passed, we can send him. There we go, 5 stars. 2 attempts, but alright, at least we got there. So, yeah, pretty middle across the ground there. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later.